You're watching The Buzz, where we hit your faves with 5 rapid fire questions. Today, we're buzzing with TikTok's premier pub aficionado, Jaxon Carr. How's everything today, Jackson?
Mate, I'm good. I'm good. Just I was looking forward to this all week, so I'm ready to get stuck in.
Haven't been washed away in all of the weather chaos?
No, not. It's actually I can actually see the ground being dry at the moment, so we're good for now. Touch wood.
We'll dive into the questions for this week. You are not just a pub and food guy. Little do people know you're also a big rom-com guy.
Yeah.
What are you watching at the moment?
So if you've seen my TikTok, I'm claiming to be Irish, okay, because I drink Guinness and I eat spice bags. At the moment, I'm watching this show called Normal People, which is based off a book. It's basically about a girl that was like bullied in school and a jock, so to speak. I still don't know the Irish word for jock. That sounds very American, but like whatever that is, a lad. And it's just about their relationship throughout the ages. So like them in school and she was getting bullied and how he was kind of like embarrassed about her and just how it progresses. But I'm eyeing an Aussie and English show next, mixtape. So that's what I'm watching and that's what's next.
Very nice. And since you are watching Normal People, it's all about sort of music and romance and stuff, I imagine, and
Yeah, so there's a lot of
that's
music
how
and
you
romance
took
in
it.
it. Yeah, it's very romance focused and like there's music throughout it and then mixtape looks like it's even more romance and music based. So I'm really pigeonholing myself here.
So, what are Jackson's top 5 first date songs in that case?
So the way I was thinking about this is it's not first dates as in it'd be nice on first dates. It's how I'd go about it and what I'd listen to. So before I go on the date, I need to hype myself up. So I'm listening to either Never Scared by Bone Crusher or Pop My Collar by 36 Mafia or even Lose Yourself. You just got to like get in the mood for it. And then throughout it, you've got to do something like how to say, probably go like a Pure Shores or some like feel good thing. And then towards the end, you'd either go one or two things. If you're in a good mood, you'd listen to Stayed Up All Night by Tourist, or if you're in a bad one, you'd listen to Superman by Eminem.
Okay, very nice. Good choices.
Yeah,
It's basically the start of your first date sounds like my, like, pre-sport ritual of just, like,
yeah,
get me hyped up and angry songs.
yeah. I mean, dating's a bit of a game, so I can see how it is.
And you've also DJ'd a few weddings in your time.
Yes,
What are your fave wedding appropriate songs? And do not say Eagle Rock.
I do not like that. I'm actually called myself the wedding spinner when I do those. I've retired, but I'm out of retirement like John Farnham. But I'll give you three. Bad Grade of Shooting Stars. I remember I was at a wedding once before I started doing it, and I was drunk, and I was like, "This has to be a song that you play at every single wedding." So that's number one. Modern Love by David Bowie, because you need to get the oldies loving it, and that is a classic song. And then you either need a Calvin song to end it. We Found Love in a Hopeless Place is probably, yeah, big go to. Or
Very good.
Feel So
Yeah,
Close to You. Yeah.
I hate, Eagle Rock. I've
Yeah, no.
already told Karina that is blacked out on the list. They are not to play that ever.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. I'll remember that when I DJ for you, and I'll play it first.
You won't. You'll be out the door. Question 4. Every pub has a reliable sort of chicken palmy. It's always the, "Oh, I don't know about this menu." It's the one you fall back on.
Mm.
In that sort of line of thinking, what is, like, the ultimate chicken palmy rom-com or music pairing?
I'm gonna say you're looking at a cheesy movie. You need because you've got the cheese pool and the palmy, and one of the cheesiest but beautifulest things I think I've seen in a movie is Heath Ledger in 10 Things I Hate About You when he's on the bleachers serenading her. So straight to mind, I was like, that has to be it. It's a bit of a cheesy movie. It's a beautiful movie, but then a little bit closer to home, Wog Boy.
Ah, did not
You,
expect that choice.
Wog Boy, because there is the love story throughout it and through both the mains and the palmy is a bit of like an ethnic dish that you'd expect there. So I think you can tie that in there as well.
Very nice. Very, like, sommelier thinking there of
Yeah.
pulling apart the meal and pairing it with the perfect movie.
Mate, you know me. Love my food. Love my rom-coms. So yeah, that's it for you.
And then as we close out, what are the top 3 rom-coms of all time? I imagine we've probably touched on a couple of them.
No, I've decided I'm keeping those out of it just because I would like to keep the movies flowing. I was actually going to say I'd like to say 500 Days of Summer, but that's a bit of a horror movie as well, you
Mhm.
know. So that can be on the borderline. I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Good
I
choice.
love I love because that essentially is a rom-com about romance. I love Silver Linings Playbook. I think it's a great movie. But I think number one in relation to this interview and the questions you're asking has to be High Fidelity. The whole thing is about the whole movie is about his top 5 breakups. He has a record label called Top 5 Records. Like I think this ties in perfectly with this interview, and I just love the High Fidelity movie and TV show and book. I've done it all. I've even read a book.
It's unusual for you.
Yes.
But yeah, good choices. I'm glad you didn't sort of go down the like stereotypical like, oh, The Notebook. Like, everyone
Yeah. No.
when you ask them their favorite rom-com, it's always The Notebook. Jeez.
Nah, I'm just not gonna say that's a bit of a horror movie as well in some ways. So yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you, Jaxon, for joining me on The Hive. Where is the best place for people to stay up to date with all of your TikToks, food reviews, rom-com randomness?
It's just Jax_Carr on all platforms, TikTok and Insta, essentially.
Yeah, check out the TikTok. It's very funny at times.
At times, okay.
At times, I'm like, Jaxon seems very sad right now.
Yeah.
He
Fair enough.
needs some beers. Needs some beers and a good chicken palmy and a rom-com.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind next time I'm not feeling 100%.
Alrighty, that was The Buzz with Jaxon Carr. If you want to see your faves spill the goods, hit follow and catch the next drop of The Hive.